If you're an Amazon seller that's wanting to expand to new Amazon marketplaces that are blue oceans, that lack competition and are not super saturated, then you gotta keep watching this video because I'm about to be talking with Crystal from Amazon Sellers Society, and she's gonna be telling us all about the Amazon Middle East marketplace and how you can easily get into this marketplace and start selling very quickly to the very fast growing marketplace that it is. She's gonna be sharing some serious gold nuggets that you would probably have to pay a consultant for. She's giving away for completely free. So stay locked in on this video and let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's get started by me first telling you who I am, and then I'm going to introduce you to Crystal. So real quick, if you don't know me, my name is Ian Smith and I run an Amazon marketing agency called Evolve Media Agency. At EMA, we completely revamp Amazon listings and boost the conversion rate big time by doing top tier product photo and video shoots. And then we do a lot of keyword research and rewrite all the copy on the listing. So we help Amazon sellers rank higher, convert better on their listing, get better performing PPC ads, build out Amazon storefronts, build brand story sections, and we even help them with driving off Amazon traffic to their product pages and Amazon storefront pages. So if you need help with scaling up your Amazon business or you want to boost up those listing page conversion rates, then book a free consulting call with me by going to emaamz.com. All right, so now let's get started with the video by me introducing you to Crystal. What's up, Crystal? Thanks for jumping on this video with me.
Thank you so much, Ian. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah. Thank you for coming. So tell us a little bit about Amazon Sellers Society. What do you do over there?
Yes. So over there for sure, because we're based in Dubai. So we're kind of on different time zones, you and me. Yeah. So I started Amazon Sellers Society almost 5 years ago. And then in 2019, we moved to Dubai because what we do is we work with small businesses and brand owners and help them set up their businesses on Amazon, anything operational regarding Amazon, such as PPC ads, listings, all of that. Really cool stuff. I love technical and I love technical elements of Amazon, and I love problem solving. So this is right up my alley. Now, in 2019, when we moved our offices, Amazon also opened up in the Middle East, and we're going to be talking about that in a few minutes. And what we ended up doing was specializing in the Middle East region, and that's what we do now. However, we work with a lot of European as well as US-based companies and current Amazon sellers and help them start their journey right here in the Middle East.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. So tell us, what was the opportunity that you saw and why did you want to make that move to Dubai to start this?
So I am actually a certified blue ocean strategist. So if anybody, I'm sure you've heard about any business person has heard about the blue ocean strategy or even read the books. So the reason why we looked into the Middle East is because we were looking for a blue ocean. So we were looking I'm from the Middle East as well. So I speak Arabic and I speak English as well. So nice. we were looking for a place to find customers where we would find no competitors. And that's why we started working with a lot of customers in Dubai. That's why we moved our headquarters. But what ended up happening was as soon as we moved, Amazon also started in the Middle East, and we found there was a lot of opportunity. There was a lot of demand, but the supply was very low, be it from service providers or be it from sellers on Amazon. So customers naturally gravitated to buying from Amazon, but there wasn't a lot of products. So the opportunity was widely available, and we were able to help a lot of brands start their journey on Amazon, and the opportunity is still there to this day. It's actually growing.
Nice. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you next is what is the current status of the blue ocean? Is it a little bit more purpley or is it just still
blue? It's
very blue. Awesome.
Yeah. It's still very blue.
Well, that's good to hear.
If you look at the statistics and data, the Middle East and Africa, e-commerce wise, are the fastest growing markets or regions when it comes to e-commerce. Young population, lots of money to spend as well. So that's perfect. As well as we saw people quickly adapt to buying from Amazon because it wasn't a new platform. almost 92 to 96, I believe, percent of people who live in the Middle East are actually expats, huge expats communities, lots of Americans, lots of Europeans. So people know what Amazon is. It wasn't like a new platform. So they just immediately started purchasing from Amazon because they trust this brand. It's not like there's no marketplaces. There are a lot of marketplaces and most of them are quite successful, but Amazon is Amazon. So, you know how it is. And what happened was the expansion of Amazon in the Middle East was quite fast because they didn't start from zero. They actually purchased a previous marketplace that was arguably the number one marketplace in the Middle East. And that marketplace, it was called Souk, which translates to market in Arabic. And Souk was operating in 3 different countries, in the UAE, in Saudi Arabia, as well as in Egypt. So what happened was Amazon bought them out, I believe, in 2017. And then in 2019, they flipped the first website, which was based in the UAE, in Dubai, where I'm at, to Amazon. And then a year later, they changed Souk, Saudi Arabia, to Amazon. And then last year, they finished it off with Egypt, which is arguably the biggest market in the Middle East.
Wow. Yeah. That's really cool. I didn't know that. That's really cool. So as far as, when you say it's still a blue ocean, how does that translate to PPC costs? Are PPC costs low because there's not much competition, not many people bidding on keywords?
So because it's almost a new type of market, we find that there are a lot of new sellers, which is fantastic. A lot of people that are setting up their business, a lot of small businesses that have products and are starting to sell online, which is also great because imagine the great opportunity. However, because it is a new market and most of the sellers are new to the platform and how it functions, we find that actually PPC costs are quite high because people end up bidding a lot of money in the beginning. They just don't have the necessary, let's say, information and know-how of how the platform should work. So they end up bidding a lot and that raises the overall costs of PPC.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
This question.
I guess we'll see if that comes down a little bit as more experienced marketers start to take place. But how does it look as far as logistics and shipping? You've got China so close. Are a lot of sellers in that area just easy breezy getting products over from China?
It is. The UAE in general is a hub for anything between Europe and Asia. So naturally very well connected, lots of ports, lots of shipping vessels. So getting products to the UAE is very, very easy and cost effective. And at the same time, laws and regulations in the country are very new and very modern. So it's quite easy to be able to ship your products and get them into the Amazon fulfillment centers without any hassle. Even if it's a new and foreign country for you, it's still quite easy. At the same time, we've got dozens of incredible service providers, all based in the UAE, that provide services such as importer on record, 3PL, every single service that you might need as an Amazon seller. You've got a professional company with experience, with a young dynamic team there to help you. So it's not like you're not going to find a third-party logistics center. You're going to find, and they're going to be fantastic because everybody is really excited about e-commerce, and it's just such a great opportunity for a lot of companies.
Man, that's cool. You're like convincing me to think about if I can make the move to Dubai, but no, I don't know if I'd be able to.
It's a good thing that you said that, Ian, because one thing that you can do if you are currently for anyone who is currently a US-based seller or a European-based seller, and you want to test out the market, the cool thing is you don't really need to even come to the UAE in order to set up a business entity. You can get started straight away with your US LLC, or if you're a UK seller with your LTD. it's open to European companies. There is no income tax here. So the only thing that you need to do is to register for VAT, which is 5%. It's very, very low. And you can also find a lot of companies that provide services, especially to US sellers, where you'll be able to send small shipments just to test out the market. If you're not really sure, send out small shipments, air shipments, and get started. You can also start selling as an international seller, meaning you can have your products in the Amazon FBA warehouse in the US, and then customers can purchase them from Amazon in the UAE. It's not ideal because obviously people want to buy from Amazon because they want the product to be there the next day, and you know how it is. But it is a way, if you're selling really high-end products and you're not really sure, it is a way where you can test out the market without breaking the bank, basically.
So tell me a little bit more about that VAT, value added tax, being 5%. How does that look? So let's say I'm selling in the US marketplace and I send some items over there. How do I go about paying that VAT tax?
So you need to, great question. There's no additional sales tax. This needs to be factored into your selling price. So once you list the product at any price that you want to sell it, you need to factor in that 5%. Amazon is not going to add it on top of the product that is going to be bought by the customer. You can, VAT normally is paid and filed on a quarterly basis. So every quarter you file your VAT and you just pay it. It's very, very simple. You can do it on your own. Definitely, there are a lot of companies that can help support with that as well.
So let's say that I sell $100 in sales, Amazon Middle East, right? Then for that quarter's VAT tax, I'm going to owe $5 and I'll just send that in to the government office somewhere? The
idea of VAT, it's value added tax. The idea is you're not a UAE based company. You don't even live in the UAE. So we're not going to, you're selling your products here. We're not going to give you a tax break, because if you are a UAE based company, you do get you don't need to pay your VAT back until you get to the mandatory threshold, which is about $100,000 in revenue per year. So when you hit that number, this is where it's mandatory for you to register for VAT and start paying that VAT back. However, if you are an international company, you have no breaks. You have to start as soon as you start generating revenue. The idea is to make it very simple, is if I'm selling a product, I need to add 5%. And that 5% that I'm going to be getting from the customer, I just simply need to give it back to the government, minus any expenses. So you do pay VAT, for example, as a seller, when you ship products into the UAE, you do pay customs as well. So those are things that you can file with your quarterly filing, so that you don't end up paying as much as you should. So it gets deducted, basically. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, I guess before we wrap up, any last little golden nuggets that you feel like any kind of US Amazon seller should know when trying to move into this marketplace?
I know it's very daunting, Ian, for anyone that's thinking of expanding, because, when you become so good in the market that you're currently in, it becomes kind of a comfort zone, even though there's no comfort zone when it comes to selling on Amazon. But it actually does. So I think the Middle East is a really good market if you are thinking of going somewhere where, it's not very competitive. It's not a place where you're going to have to spend a lot of money in order to rank. It's not a market where you're going to have to spend a lot of time even to manage, because it's a smaller market. The population of the UAE is 10 million people. So it's basically smaller than a state in the US. However, it is an emerging market. And if you're looking for an Amazon marketplace that is potentially going to be where Amazon Germany is now, but is maybe 5 to 6 years late to the game. If you want that type of, if you're thinking a little bit long term, this is a good market for you to explore. Plus, it's a great excuse to come and visit Dubai. So, even though you don't need to, but it's a great excuse. So I would highly recommend it. We get a lot based on the amount of large retailers and large brands that reach out to us almost on a daily basis. we know that this is a marketplace that is on everyone's radar for multiple reasons. So it should be on your radar as well. So maybe it's not something that you're going to do right now, but start looking into it. It is a very potentially interesting market, and it is easier than other marketplaces for you to get started.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Crystal, for taking the time and dropping some Amazon Middle East marketplace knowledge on us. Tell us, where can they find you if they want to either book a call with you, reach out to your company, find your YouTube channel, stuff like that?
So our website is assmiddleeast.org. You can find everything you need there. We're very active, just like you, Ian. We love putting out content and putting out a lot of information, and we're focused on the Middle East market. So we have a very active YouTube channel. We actually just hit 2 million views on the channel, so we're pretty excited about that.
Congrats. Wow, that's a lot.
Thanks. Yeah. So we're pretty excited about that. So we've done videos based on what people ask us. So anything you might think of, whether that be VAT or how you ship your products, anything you might think of, we've potentially covered it on the channel. So you can go, and we keep doing lots of videos. So if you're looking for some more information, you can check out the YouTube channel as well. It's Amazon Sellers Society Middle East.
Awesome. Well, thank you again so much for taking the time today. And guys, if you liked the content that we shared here, please do click that thumbs up button, subscribe and everything. But Crystal and I may be doing a little bit of a video series, so you may be seeing Crystal again here soon. And by all means, go also check in with her YouTube channel and subscribe there. But thank you for watching. Hopefully you got some value, and we'll see you in the next video.